Hi, I'm Anthony Brown, and I'm speaking with two people who participated in BIDEM 2 weeks ago, the Caribbean Diaspora Conference. I'm talking with David Martin, who is a multimedia specialist based in Jamaica, and Belle Angel, who is in beautiful Beverly Hills, California. And she is also originally from Jamaica. Welcome, David and Belle.
Hi.
Well, it is an absolute pleasure. So I'm going to find out a little bit about the two of you and how you got involved in BIDEM.
I was told about BIDEM a couple of months ago by one of my colleagues, and she's actually one of the persons who was doing marketing for BIDEM.
Oh.
And she said that it's a great idea for you to, get involved and showcase your business, etc. I did not really, I felt a little bit apprehensive because technically, being mostly based in Jamaica, I would have not been qualified to be diaspora. However, then I recognized that my business was started in St. Vincent, and I still have business in St. Vincent. So I say, you know what, technically I am diaspora, even though I'm
You're all diaspora.
Right.
You're all diaspora. What about
Right.
you, Belle? How did you find out about BIDEM?
Well, as a footwear designer, I'm always looking for different venues and trade shows and conference to be a part of to market my brand. And an associate of mine, his name is Dr. Roy Davison, CEO of Uni Healthcare, and he's also a member of the Caribbean Diaspora. So he told me about the event, and he introduced me to Megan. I think she's the founder. And we discussed my possibility of networking. And Dr. Roy Davison actually sponsored me in.
Oh, I got you. Okay, excellent. Now, I mentioned that you're both from Jamaica, so I'll start with Belle. What part of Jamaica do you find your roots?
I'm a Kingsonian. I was born in Kingston, St. Andrews area, and I've been in the state from I've been a teenager. So I'm pretty much assimilated here, but I go back to Jamaica every year. I do business there. I'm very, very involved with the community and giving back in their nonprofit organization. I've donated over 50 pair of my shoes to the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange to benefit Dress for Success of Jamaica. So, even though I'm away and I've been living in America and I'm Jamaican born, I'm still very much connected to my roots.
You have me beat. I was also born in Kingston at Jubilee, and my dad actually moved to Canada to go to McGill a few months after I was born. And I joined 2 years later and was raised in Montreal. What about you, David? Where are you from in Jamaica?
I'm from the Garden Parish of St. Anne, where I was born as well, in a place called Alexandria.
I've heard of it.
Yes, that's close to Linton Park that we were talking about.
Yes, my ex-husband and my son's father is from Linton Park.
Right.
So you know the hills. You're very
Jamaica
comfortable up in those hills?
Right. I love the hills. I'm not so much comfortable on the flat. I prefer mountains.
Yes.
It's pretty hot on the level, so I like the cool. Even though it's really cool, we're getting that nice cold front from the North America, so it's getting real cool. We call it that Christmas breeze.
Okay.
So,
oh yes, there was a reggae song, "Christmas Breeze a Blow," right?
Right.
Okay.
So we feel it come October, end of October, going into November, we start to feel that breeze.
Okay, well, I'd like to find out a little bit more about your businesses. So, Belle, why don't you tell us about your business? What's it called and what do you do?
So I am the founder and creative director of KTyler Beverly Hills. It's a footwear collection. My signature brand is green bottom heels.
Oh, okay. And do you have some samples for us?
Sure. This is the Aubrey pump.
Wow.
Oh.
Patent leather, T-strap. All my shoes are green bottom. But
why are they green bottom?
They're green because, first of all, green is my favorite color.
I can see by your dress.
Yeah, green is my favorite color. So that's how I decided when I entered into the footwear industry, which is highly saturated. I wanted to stand out and be unique. So being that green is my favorite color, I decided to use green on the outsole, but also because green represent a lot. Green represent being healthy, full of life, also being abundant. So,
Vibrant.
and vibrant. So I wanted to send a message to people to, to empower them. Like, your shoes means a lot to you. When you step out in the world, your feet has to be able to be comfortable as
Yeah.
well as empowers you. So I feel like if you walk on the color green, it's very empowering in the sense that it not only makes you feel healthy, but also wealthy. So
Yeah, it's the color of money, right?
yes, green is the color of money. So that's one of the reasons being. And these are actually my favorite because I did it out of the love for my country, Jamaica. So I took the color of our flags.
Jamaica colors.
And I'm very pleased.
Yes.
And I used the green, black, and yellow, which we know what the green stands for the earth, the black for the people, and the golden sun, right?
That's
So,
right. That's right.
my shoes pretty much all have a message to them. It represents feeling good about yourself as well as empowering yourself. And the company name, KTyler, is a combination of both my son's name, Kyle and Tyler.
Oh, that's very creative.
Yes.
Single parents, being divorced, relocated to California with no family member here. It was a lot of hard work for me as a single mom, raising my son in the city of Beverly Hills, not because of the name, but also because of the quality of the education.
Yes.
Like having
Yes.
young Black boys, I wanted them to have the best education possible that was free. So the public school system here is 10 out of 10. And
Oh,
I decided to make the sacrifice to raise my kids in the city of Beverly Hills.
and you named your company in their honor.
End of the day, when I
Yes.
decided to start my
Legacy.
company, which has been a lifelong dream of mine, being that my sons brought me into the city, I name it after them, Kyle and Tyler to Tyler, and the city of Beverly Hills has been very good for us. So
Now, do you design all of the shoes yourself?
yes, I'm the creative designer behind all my product, and all of them has a special message to them.
And where can people find your shoes?
Where can you find my shoes? You can actually find my shoes online. At the moment, I'm a digital store. I'm not in the storefront as yet, but you can go to KTylerBeverlyHills.com and the products are there. And also on my Instagram page.
Ladies and men's shoes or just for ladies?
I just ventured out into the men's line, which is only sneakers to start. So this is actually one of the men's sneakers. This is my sample, but the actual finished product, you can have the green outlining or you can have it white, but the bottom is
still green, your roots. Excellent. Thank you very much. Now, David, you're a multimedia specialist. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, I'm a multimedia specialist and trainer, and also an animation evangelist. My company is SchoolToonz. We could add Jamaica to it sometimes, and it's a visual and interactive design institution. It's a visual and interactive design company, and also a training-based enterprise. So as a multimedia specialist, we pretty much cover the gamut of multimedia production and content creation, which is video, websites, interactive games, etc. And so basically the training aspect, we train people as well, companies, corporate schools, anyone who's interested in multimedia production and digital arts. We do that sort of training. And the aspect of our company that's a training-based enterprise is a lot of our students work for us as interns. So they get that great experience on real world projects.
So for example, they might do animation related to shoes.
Right,
Belle.
and yes, right. So say if I have students, we'll give them actual projects to work on, right? Some small role depending on their experience, but once they get better, they will be drafted into the whole work process. So say for instance, if Belle gives us a project, chances are our students will be the ones who will be doing some part of that project, and they will get that credit when it comes around. So that will help them get a kickstart into the world, whether to go to college to further their education, or whether they are seeking a job. They will have that on their portfolio that they worked on the shoes.
So hands-on experience in the real world. Okay, that's easy to remember. It's almost like cartoons, but you put school in front of it, right?
Yeah, and it's a Z instead of an S.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Well, thank you very much. I've been speaking with David Martin of SchoolToonz and also with Belle Angel of KTyler. I hope I said that right. Did I?
KTyler.
KTyler?
KTyler is Kyle and Tyler's name combined.
So I say KTyler?
No, KTyler.
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 KTyler. Okay, so let me take that again. So I understand that you're both involved in some charity work. So let's start with Belle. What are some of your projects?
I do have a project. My charity of choice is the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. The reason being is the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange has various different charities that they fundraise for. For example, my shoes were donated for the Dress for Success of Jamaica. I do have a career line, so those shoes benefited young ladies who are just entering the workforce for the first time. I created the t-shirt line called Donate for Impact, and every purchase of those t-shirts, which you can find on my website, KTyler Beverly Hills, will go towards the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange, which is a nonprofit organization in Jamaica.
So you're involved with some very worthwhile causes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. What about you, David?
I've been busy over the past couple of years as an animation evangelist, and this has seen me go into different countries across the Caribbean to reach at-risk and indigent youth with programs to help them develop capacity for the animation industry in the orange economy. So I've partnered with several government agencies across the Caribbean in St. Vincent and the Grenadines,
Yes.
Antigua and Barbuda, Jamaica here, and online with like Cayman Islands and Anguilla to help these kids learn more about animation and help them to get a footing so that they can develop both an economic solution and a cultural solution, so that we as a Caribbean basin can start to really impact the world in this particular field of animation and digital arts.
So you've both been involved in helping young people at the early stage of their career. I'm curious about the evangelist part. How does that come in?
All right, so evangelist means I'm spreading the good news about animation. It was a moniker that stuck when I did an interview with a journalist. So they didn't want to call me a tech evangelist. So they called me an animation evangelist instead. And being a church person myself, I had to make sure that it was a dual role. So I had to do as much work for my church as I do for the secular folks, because they're saying if you're an evangelist, you have to be speaking about Christ and all of that. So it's like, no problem. So I use this medium to help young people to express themselves.
Excellent. I hope you enjoyed BIDEM, and I hope we'll see you again.
Thank you. That was great.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've been speaking with David Martin of SchoolToonz in Jamaica and also KTyler Beverly Hills. And they make some really, really cool shoes. This is an example of some of the people you would have had an opportunity to meet if you had attended BIDEM. But not to worry, Maggot Wildhorse Limited will be having more exciting events, and you'll have a chance to perhaps meet David or Belle and many other exciting people. We've been on the road to BIDEM.